I'm going to be reading a series of poems that were published in Poetry Salzburg Review from 2001 to 2007. Before I start reading these poems, I'd like to thank David Miller, who was an associate editor of the magazine and who was responsible for accepting most of these poems. The first poem is called Depression in Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. Remember our pale blue picket fence, Dad? We painted it as good as new. You stepped on the gas instead of braking, shot the Chevy through. Adolescent, easily taking apart the resilient, soft red rubber ball to where he finds its hard, perplexing core. Sour grapes. Succinctly, one of them poet words. Sounds queer, like he was a damn dwarf plumber sucked down some wife's horny crawdad hole of a cunt and just staying there. Period. There ought to be a law against words like that. Never could say it anyway. Driven. Edge of the ice. Red of the flower, blade of the knife of the road, the turning harrow of snow. Mythos. As long as you wish, I continue. You have to go back. From the autumn 2002 issue. Morning. Lorene Niedecker, American poet, 1903-1970. Lorene, in our thickly twinned cypresses, the ooh-ah-ooh of mating morning doves call your you here. Cracks in the sidewalk. Delmore Schwartz, American poet, 1913-1966. So rich a mainstream, his precocious school of thought returns, rapidly diminishing recesses, skipping the sidewalk where the fault line breaks a mind mid-stride. By the road to the contagious hospital and elsewhere, the pure products of America go crazy. Doc Williams spelled it out, Delmore, but you could not. Be faultless, be wary, Daddy, suspicious, fissures crack the poor, mind open daily. Don't let them take in that child-like heart tonight. This is from the summer 2004 issue. My longest poem, by the way. Sybil. Knock, knock. No milk run. Rather than deal, just shut up. Open bay, keep time, merciful ticking. Like clockwork, handworks, mutilated miracles. Push button. Mushroom fills, rising sun, expanding mind, cockpit exploding. Time runs out, hands your hand a miracle, a complex map. Across centuries, Sphinx-riddled crossroads answer no, second coming, easy death wish, all-seeing, eyes caught out, gouged, damned, sight swollen, footed, fated one, mother her son nailed, to Bear Mountain who sees shepherds, tragic figure. His daughters before that, incomprehensible, reprehensible at clues leading flashback, where double-crossed Cretan maiden heads through whorish labyrinthian ritual, runic-sounding double-axe blades cut linear swaths through Median heat. Beehive buzzes words, sacrifice, sweet round Priapian bull-headed, masquerading Pasiphae, comes out clean as a whistle stops, no clue why. Contented Aryan cows pack slaughterhouse boxcars with inferior beef. Attention turns to rack flesh burning where smoke signals when stench retching as, reflecting pious pilgrims, genuflect before pious. Remorse fills unredeemed coffers, cardinal virtue offers, sanctimonious wares, a price war off, expendable, beaten but still viable track commodity. Pithy, pristine vigor swells Newfoundland, Pollyanna belly up, swims in knocked up naive, bikini swills rot gut atomic afterbirth, true men praise Hosanna. Radioactive record produces waves of delirium, tremens, and higher Gutta perca keeps Vatican guts vindicated in Dead Sea Scrolls most moist, though papyrus sprouts another sold-out original version. A cast away east of Eden, most bountiful producer of spread-legged constellations, of dim-witted starlets, black holes, forlorn galaxies, swollen head of a born-ahead junkie's needle penetrating universal hymen, a singular, still, birth, death, moving vision. Spring 2006. The weight. Forgive me, love, for taking you for granted, for thinking you were simply a given. Above all, once and for all, thank you for leaving me your presence in all ways unjustly forgiving. The spiritual nature of anticipation. Anxious, aspiring not to be heard, as an embryo's heartbeat, hard to grasp, to see the next leaf over, head breaking away, to fall. Skid Row, foolhardy pigeon taking off down precarious flight of run-down steps, falls hard upon crumb, bum on landing. And the final issue, spring 2007. Close to home. The falling palm-like leaves of the wild fig tree coming to rest near the abandoned shed in which sparrows are flittering to find shelter for winter, turn slowly yellow gold as the autumn sun that dips lower each day over the earth under the eaves that decline enough to admit them. Orally, never, hardly had he said it when the wind said it again. Crepuscular, it sounds like that. Repulsive, creepy, crawling feelings overtaken you again. A caterpillar's treading, flexing its luminous, pulsating muscles on the curve of your wrist. Your pulse is being taken by twilight again. Prehensile, grasping, but not man handling the language, as if the poem were, so to speak, a glass mandible. What is not white? White comes from afar, as far as what longing for forever brings, for whatever reason, closing in. We think the world is not white we think it is. What is? White we know. What white we know, white will never know. We know. Let us go. Thank you very much for listening. Good evening.